What up, homies? It's your boy, wowinfo. Did you guys hear about Drake Diddy? Oprah, Epstein. Did you hear about the Clintons, the Bushes, the Obamas, the Bidens? Did you hear about the Faucis? We can talk about all these different things today, live on the show. We're gonna do comedy skits about Drake and Diddy, Epstein. We're gonna do comedy skits about Reid. And all these musicians worldwide who are too weak to say, and they don't want to give up the fame that they have, right? Rather than acknowledge and out the evil that hurt them, they're cowards, they're weak, right? They're very, very weak. Bieber's the only person, the youngest of them all, hurt by Usher, Reid, and so many others. Think about it. Diddy, Justin Bieber. Go look at the videos of the way Diddy talks to Justin Bieber, and he threatens him live on a talk show. MTV, you're responsible for this too. MTV, the producers of MTV, the producers of any music video, you're responsible for this too. We're going to take away the publisher and the management's rights very quickly here in Canada, North America, with the United Nations help, with Doge's help, and Trump's help. We're going to destroy and dismantle all these pedo rings worldwide overnight. And if you want to see children live a happy and healthy life, hit that like button right now. Side with good right now. Routing evil every day, every single day. We're going to out evil. LeBron James, what you doing at Diddy parties wearing a dress? Go Google LeBron James wears dresses at Diddy parties. These are the fun facts that have surfaced over the years. This is despicable, disgusting. What else do we not know about these supposed famous celebrities? Icons, my ass. These are creepers that need to be outed right away. Make sure you all really do separate yourselves from evil in this time. You'll be much better off in life. I'm counting on all hashies to drop comments on my videos today, or every person in the chat that I've ever seen before no longer exists to me. I'm calling on all hashies to watch my videos for 2 days straight. YouTube has really been shitty with my channel. And I need 47 fucking watch hours that I haven't been able to accrue 47 watch hours in 60 days. It just sits there. Every day I come, I lose an hour. I've been live for 12 hours. I get like 700 hours of watch time. They say I only got 4 minutes. So there is something major, ultra corrupt going on at YouTube. And I need you guys to show them that my channel matters to you. So drop likes, share videos, or lose me forever. And it's not what you think. You just won't have access to me ever again. I'm so close to turning the comments off on my channel, you know? So close. I don't want to do it, but I feel like if I do that, it'll fix everything. And unfortunately, I don't want to do that. So don't make me shut all comments off. I'm a live streamer. That'll mean I just do my show and I never acknowledge any of you ever again. It's not going, once I shut it off, it's never going back on. Never. That's how I am. Once I decide something, it's set in stone. 47 watch hours separates us from living a good life. See to it that you guys do your part to keep this channel at the top of YouTube. Every day, do your part or lose me forever. Now, when you're talking about Ellen DeGeneres, if you go back and look at Ellen DeGeneres, she had to go on TV with her face swollen and red. Her whole face was swollen up. You can go Google Ellen's face was swole up and pure red. So they kicked all celebrities off adrenochrome. Tom Hanks is living in Greece. They say he's on the run. They say Tom Hanks is on the run. How many movies has Tom Hanks made? See what I'm saying? Where's Kim Kardashian right now? When was the last time you guys saw anything Kim Kardashian live? Not her pre-recorded shows that, I mean, you could wear a mask and say you're Kim Kardashian. Do you guys understand what's out there now? So one of the main reasons X-ray was created was for men in black in airports, obviously, so they could see the international travelers from the hidden lands who aren't supposed to be there. So have you ever seen Men in Black? Have you seen when they have an unsolicited visitor to the planet and they all go after him and look at him? Well, those Black Hawk helicopters are always traveling over your cities, right? For some reason, the things that are not allowed here, they go to the main cities to hide. It's much easier to hide in a city than it is a tiny town, right? Tiny towns, everybody knows everybody. They've already got their NPC bots in place to flag and code red anything that they see out of the ordinary instantly, right? Somebody new moves to the town, they have 60 people make sure that person is who they say they are. In a city, I see women that are pregnant and I don't even think they go to a hospital to have their baby. And they're a certain ethnicity. Yeah, you see what I'm saying here. So you wonder about undocumented people, but you have to look past that and see, are there women birthing children in cities that never go to the hospital and say they're pregnant? And it's a very specific country that is doing this in Canada. And I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out which country it is. It's a country where they already have really lax laws on child marriages. See what I did there? This is the truth. They don't want you to know. They being countries all over the world house vampires, succubuses, the devils, and they shelter devils. America no longer shelters devils. That's why you see all the celebrities, all the people with big problems in court heading to Greece right now. Anybody who had a child charge against them, if they weren't offed by the best people of this planet, they ran to Greece and got away. But they'll get offed in Greece, I promise you. And somebody will wear a mask for 2 to 3 years until they have a sudden, maybe a cancer will come over them, or a sudden illness that will take them almost instantaneously on the same day that that goof steps down from the WEF. Also, the Pope died on the same day. You can't make that up. It's kind of funny how Susan, whatever her name was, Susan Wojcicki, she was 50 years old, and she just suddenly passed. But you do know the damage she did to the Trump family, eh? Do you actually know the damage she did to the Trump family? So her passing, was very sad for a couple devilish people, but for the rest of us, we rejoiced. We rejoiced. Because the Trump family, they wrote books about them. And they weren't evil books. These are books of people who were trained by Don, the master. And Barry time travels in order to save the planet. When you read these books and you see that these names exist right now, and you see that overnight the war was ended in the Middle East because of Mr. Trump, President Donald J. Trump, the Teflon Don, the Master Don. Remember, you don't understand what is actually ongoing. That's what I'm for. That's why I'm here. To enlighten you, to draw you a beautiful story, a beautiful picture of a time of peace and harmony. Tommy D in the house, my man. Let's see what Tommy D's up to. We're gonna read the chat here. You got Drake, the diddler. You got Biden. You got Trudeau. Trudeau had a ankle bracelet, but then he settled for a military chip. Okay? Biden is sitting with an ankle bracelet, and then that's not even the real Biden anymore. And I hope you understand what that means. Just like Susan, she gone. Just like Pope, just like WF dude, gone. Everybody, all of the world's supposed elites, they're on the run. Just so you know, I want you all to understand something. The most devilish people are on the run right now. That's why you want to take a look at certain things. Why did Elon Musk leave Doge, right? You got to ask yourself, why almost overnight did you see Elon Musk's dad going public? Elon Musk's dad, well, we can't really get into who he is right now. Let's just say it's a secret, and he is very, very powerful and rich. Probably not even him anymore. End. Period. Point blank. Full stop. So what he said was, and I quote, Elon needs to chill and stop feuding with Mr. Trump. Do you know what that means? Elon got spanked by Papa, and Elon is no longer dissing Mr. Trump, and won't ever, because Elon isn't even Elon anymore, okay? So you guys have to understand what really goes on, okay? If you are caught doing evil bidding, they will replace you with a figurehead, and then you will have an untimely passing. If you are evil, I swear to you, that's what happens. So Trudy, then when you hear Mr. Trump talk about Trudeau at the G7 summit, he basically wanted to start saying what a shitbag Trudeau was. Instead, he used big boy words to call Trudeau an absolute shitbag. You understand? So when you understand words, you can read between the lines, and those lines are full of secrets. Full. Ashley Williams in the house. Let's go, Ashley. We don't want no stinking pesos. Currently in Greece, so if I see anyone from the Epstein files, they won't be safe. That's what I'm saying, folks. That's what I'm saying. We totally just want to get their, we want to get their location. It's okay to take a picture of anybody in public, and then you post that picture to the internet. You post the picture to the internet. You say, look, I saw Epstein. Epstein's in Greece right now. You know what I mean? You post as many pictures of these scummy fucks as you can. You know what I'm saying? Ashley Williams in the house. You already know Ashley. It goes both ways, honey. I just sit here drooling all day, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I love me some ladies, you know? Like when I think throuple, I think 30 people, couple, right? I'm not thinking small, I'm thinking big, you know? I'm going throuple with the wife. We're on vacation right now, so throuple it up, you know what I mean? 30 bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to stack bitches in my bathtub, you know what I mean? Fucking just shower, just spray them down with the hose in the shower, you know? Just can stack the next set of bitches and then let's go. I'm gonna make a bed out of bitches, you know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, if you're over 30, throuple it up with me, man. Throuple it up. 30-year-old, 30 plus throuples. I mean, if you're a smoking hot 21-year-old, we can make it work, but I'd much rather you be over 30, right? I'm nearly almost, I'm some age. I don't even look it, but I am hot, put it that way. I look like I'm 29, but I could pass for 27, you know? There is far more hideous 30-year-olds than me out there. Like, I'm coming in looking banging, baller, you know what I mean? I'm that hot dad who y'all just know you want, you know what I'm saying? I'm in between a dad bod and a fucking physical specimen, you know, a warrior. I'm just transmutating in between, from a warrior to a dad bod, and it's not going well really. I mean, it's like fast. So I'm probably gonna get a bunch of my warrior abs back today. Should we do some stuff right now? That's enough crunching for me. I'm gonna be all crunchy if I don't stop. My ears are tingling. But yeah, it's just so much more crunchy if I do that. Oh, I feel better. I'm hoping that was 30, but I don't know. I like to get 40 in, but I don't think that was 40. I think I did 33, maybe 30. I didn't count. anyone counted them, let me know if you counted them. Tommy D, make sure you're taking some protein shakes, buddy. And try and stay clear of any birds. That's all I can tell you right now, but any birds. And all things bird. Egg, bird, anything. Stay away from bird. I can't tell you much more, but I'm telling you, stay away from bird. They're up to no good, guys, and I see it. I stopped their plans once before. I'll do it again. Get in that ocean and soak, Tommy. Soak your body as much as you can, morning, noon, and night. Steer clear from people who are dirty and don't wash their hands. Change your pillowcases and your bedding as often as you can. Not every day, but every 2, 3, 4 days. You should get at least a dozen pillowcases. It's $25-$30 for 12 pillowcases, guys. It's not a lot of money. Get pillowcases. Your face breathes. You suck in the stuff off the pillowcase, okay? Make sure you wash before you go to bed. Brush your teeth, brush your gums, brush your tongue. Clean your ears. You guys have a shot at a really good life if you do what I say. Pestilence won't invade your bodies. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Keep it so. Make it so. Get it. Today's a really big day for me. A really big day. A lot of stuff going on in the world. I want you all to understand how much I love you, okay? I love you very much. Very, very much I love you. Whatever you want me to do. Ouch. Those are the words that I can only dream. Women do say women are very nice to me. They're beautiful. I do get that a lot. Those are my favorite words in the world. I can't even express to you how hot that is, you know? And I'm just like, well, do you wanna cuddle? Like I'm the sweetest dude you'll ever be around, yo. And then just so you know, I pitch that same thing right back to the hottest chick in the world, you know? I say, what do you want me to do, you know? That's where it gets really steamy, you know what I'm saying? She says, make me a pizza naked, baby. I say, sure, baby. I will go do that right now, baby. Let's go. I rub my own feet pretty good, pretty excessively and pretty ferociously. I recommend you all rub your own feet too. It'll make you feel better, right? You could be in a bad mood because your feet are sore, but you don't know it, right? Trust me, there's things that we just can't correlate. Especially, I think the older we get, I don't know if we get, not numb, but we've already been so sore there for so long, we're like, we don't realize it, right? We're like, oh, this is just how my body normally feels, right? So when you're younger, you're like, oh, after you play soccer for 6-8 hours, you're like, oh, my feet are sore, you know? I think Diddy and anybody who hired Diddy and paid Diddy, they're all in on it, right? Anybody who was working with Diddy, anybody who was Diddy's manager, they were in on it, right? Anybody who Diddy was associated with, record labels, they had to be in on it. Record labels are the richest corporate people in the world, the richest. They don't work. They've never shoveled a shovel of rocks. You have to understand. I love my horses. Oh my goodness, Ashley Williams. Yeehaw. Ride 'em, cowboy. You know what I'm saying? What are your horses' names? If I had a horse, I would name him Silver. And I would say, hi ho, Silver. I always wanted a horse. Always. I've been horseback riding about 9 times, maybe 10 times in my life. I look hot, smoking. I look fucking hot on a horse, I'm telling you. I look hot. Even when I'm screaming and crying when we're going up a hill and the horse is bucking, you know, as he's trying to go. Oh man, I was scared one time. I was 9 or 10. I still looked hot, but I was screaming and crying. 1989. I went up this huge ditch. And I was on a really big horse. And I was like, I don't know, I weighed like 110 pounds. I was 10 years old. I'm a fairly big kid. Like, I'm not a scrawny little weasel or nothing. We about 110. And man, the horse was he lifted his front feet up in the air and went nay like this as we were going up this big ditch. I could have died on that horse, bro. Right there, I could have died. I know for 100% everybody that, like all the adults are like, you almost died. Holy crap, man. That's just the beginning of the day. I was like on the horse for 9 minutes. I almost died. 30 minutes later, I almost die again on the horse. My uncle takes me in this field, and he's been horseback riding obviously a lot. I haven't, and he's a fucking total bitch. He's not my real uncle, my aunt. He's my uncle through marriage. He's a total bitch. And no, my whole family hates him. Never liked this guy. He's a total bitch. He was mean, really mean guy. And he thought it'd be fun to scare the shit out of me on a horse. So he starts fucking getting his horse to go really, really, really fast. And I don't know, he knew how to make the other horse. He was making sounds, and he got my horse to fucking giddy up really fast. Well, I didn't know at all that I was holding the reins loose. Holy motherfucker, I was holding them reins loose. And put your hands up and down like this. And leave slack in the middle of the reins. So it's like whipping the horse a little bit in the neck. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, right? Now this horse is galloping at full fucking force. A beast. This thing is a machine. I'm going fucking 600 miles per hour in a fucking farmer's field, and I'm galloping. I am fucking the Lone Ranger. I am 9. I am 9. I am the fucking Lone Ranger in 1989. I am pissing, screaming, and crying. The horse is scared. I am freaking out. My uncle is ahead of me. He turns his head and he's laughing. He's laughing at me. Fuck, if I was 10 years older, I would have got off that horse. I would have kicked the shit out of him. Instant kick the shit out of him. But I was 9. So I got off the horse. I wasn't allowed to swear. I told him, I said, fuck you. I said to him. I said, fuck you. And I never talked to him again. I used to give him the finger at Christmas. Fuck. No one you would get spanked by everyone in my family and have to go sit in the corner. Not this fucking 12-year-old dude. I'd look at him, I ain't going to fucking his house. That shit bags. I ain't going there. I'd fucking go hang out with my friends. I'd do Christmas dinners with my buddies, with my hot chicks all the time.
fucking anything. I'd be like, I ain't going to that loser's fucking birthday party. I was like 18, 19, or 20. I told him what I thought of him. He was sitting at a bar. He was such a loser. Sitting at a bar, he was making fun of the waitress. She's smoking hot. This guy's like a scrawny weasel. He's a skinny fucking weasel. And he's had like 4 double bypass heart surgeries. And he's just wicked. The guy is evil. Evil. And I put my drink down and I lean over the fucking side of the bar and I look right at him. I say, you're a piece of shit, you know? You're the scrawniest fuck in here. There are fucking 18-year-old chicks that could slap the shit right out of you right now. And listen to you talk to people in this bar. I said, you gotta fucking go. And I turned him around and I pushed him out the door. And he left his fucking $12 drink. And I dumped his drink. I fucking dumped his drink. And I said, you don't come back. If I'm here, don't come here. You piece of shit. And fucking everybody in the bar at the head of the bar started clapping and laughing, pointing fingers, and he left. He didn't come back to that bar. But he was such a fucking loser, man. I'll tell you straight up, if I don't like you, it don't matter how much time passes. I'm gonna tell you one day what I fucking think of you. Trust me. And it's not because I'm too scared that I waited. It was the right time to tell you what I think of you. You understand? I fear nothing in this world. There's a lot of pussies in this world, and a lot of pussies let their family members push other loved ones around. Not this motherfucker. Not this motherfucker. My Amma taught me very well. My Amma, she stomped out dirty, sick behaviors as soon as she smelt it in our family. If you even thought of doing something corrupt or evil, she'd sniff you out. She'd sit you in front of she'd sit you in the kitchen table, and she'd get her sons, the biggest 6'5", 6'4", and fucking the rest of the family. The biggest boys would sit around you, and they'd stare down at you while she told you how she felt about you. And there wasn't a fucking thing you could do about it. You understand me? Not a thing. Don't you ever let people in your family push good people around. Don't you ever. I don't care if they're fucking seniors, if they're older. If they're talking smack and talking shit, you let them know what you think of them. Right away. Because otherwise you'll live in a shit family. You'll live in a shit family where the seniors think they can fucking, who have the sickest minds. The sickest minds are seniors. They're not loved ones. My Amma was like untainted. I don't know how. She just was raised by her mother, her father. Proper. That's very fucking hard to find in this world. That's why I always tell you straight up, first thing I do when I start the show, I love you all very much. If you're evil, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna stomp you. I'm gonna get you. To the good people, I love you. Let's go, homie. Ashley wants you to be her horse. She's not the first. She will not be the first that we play make-believe horsey with. You know what I'm saying? My wife calls it role-playing.
I ain't talking about D&D and sorcerers. I ain't talking about no magic spells here. I'm talking about straight banging. when me and the wife role play, we straight banging. You know what I mean? We ain't playing fucking D&D, that's for sure. Yeah, you know, I actually, now that I realize what I say, I used to say like, yeah, I love playing D&D role playing, and I could just see like the women's faces looking at me like, oh, I love role playing too, bud. Women are so horny. I actually do love playing Magic and D&D role playing, so I'm actually talking about playing card games and stuff. I'm gonna come to Canada and tag team. Oh, you did all day, homie, all day. Tommy, you're a boss, man. All day. Yeah, this world is, it can be a good world. You just gotta keep making it better, you know? It's gonna be a long road, fellas. Ladies, you already know it's a long road. But we can do it, you know? We really, truly can do it together, you know? I'm a hopeful, I'm a wishful guy, you know? He posts more than Elon. In other news, Trump is a bot. Posts every hour on Twitter X. I don't have X, so I don't know what goes on there. But I'm thinking maybe what's going on is, well, I can explain some of it in a minute here, I think. Can you, Tommy, could you let me know what he's posting? Like, are you able to copy and paste one of his posts and put it into the chat? So we could analyze and dissect it? I think that would be pretty cool. Or maybe we come back on another stream and we analyze Trump's posts on Twitter. I think we could do that. I think that'd be sick, actually. Hidden meaning behind Trump's posts. I can help decipher some of the Easter eggs in there. So there's some things that I know there's some people that they don't care for Trump because Trump really, he did. I'll tell you, there was a time when I didn't either, but I didn't understand the situation, okay? It'd be like saying me. Have I ever said anything? Have I ever been like, oh, I'd love to do that to a lady? You know what I mean? Of course, you could take something I said out of context, but I don't go around doing that every day, just the same way he doesn't, right? But Tommy, you said something once, maybe in your life too, where you're like, oh, you know, this chick's titties are really big. I'd love to squeeze them. You know what I mean? Like they take it out of context or they just splice that little sentence, right? Now, I'm not condoning grab a pussy or anything like that, but I think it's hilarious, right? If you look at Matt Lauer, that guy was actually fired from NBC, right? So we can Google that after, but he was actually fired by NBC. But I know 100,000 guys that have all said something derogatory, not at a woman, but to a guy, you know? Oh, I'd love to bang that chick right side. I'd love to just spin that chick around and flip her inside out. But like, yeah, it sounds bad when you fucking post that on 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. morning news for the 60,000 Karens that walk into a corporate office and they're total snakes. You know what I mean? But when that conversation gets said at a fucking construction site, what do you think everybody does? They laugh because they all do it every day. It doesn't mean that you should. I'm saying all dudes have done that before. They've talked like that before, right? So to demonize Trump over a suggestion, when we have Epstein, who Epstein's fucking works with some of the biggest fucking senators in the US. He was doing business deals with the Clintons. What the fuck? The news stays silent on that. You don't hear anything in the news about, oh, Bill Clinton and Epstein were seen together on the island again today. No one says that. Do you know why? Because there's a left and a right, okay? The left, I don't care which left or right you guys are think you're on politically speaking, because your parents have forced their influence onto you, right? That's not, I don't care about old school. We are fucking in the now. We are right in the now. You ask yourself, do men talk derogatory to women in some aspect? You say yes, most men have once before said something like that. It doesn't make it right, but I'm okay if a woman says, oh, I'd love to grab Hashy's balls. You can't do it, but you can say that. It doesn't make me go, oh, I'm not going to start crying because a woman wants to grab my balls. Come on. That's hot. So again, when you put the shoe on the other foot and you say it out loud, it doesn't make any sense, right? So these fucking Karens that pump shit in the media, they are hoping for mob mentality to bite onto it, to latch on. I figured the secret out. I figured out that they rely on mob mentality, okay? Mob mentality has the least IQ of anyone in the world. Do not ever associate with mob mentality like people. And that's all I can really say about that. But we're going to get into some videos today where people, claim to be so proper, but you can see it in front of everybody's face that just because you go to church or whatever you do, it doesn't make you better. There's lots of people who go to church and they still touch kids every night, right? So question everything and everyone. Just because someone doesn't wear a business suit, it doesn't make them less. It probably makes them 10 times more, right? I don't like suits. I don't like suits at all. I look fucking devastating in a suit, but I don't like suits. They're stuffy, they're hoity-toity. You can't shovel rocks in a suit. What's a suit good for? Looking like a bitch and a puss and a sellout? Not for me, bud. Not for me. You're not gonna see this motherfucker wearing a fucking suit and tie ever on stream. Never. 30,000 plus videos, you never seen me yet. You can count yourself lucky. I didn't influence you to be a bitch. Thank me now by watching the rest of my videos I make today. Remember that. I never once influenced you guys to be a bitch. Did I? Never once. Every other streamer can't say that. That's all they do all day is act like bitches. The fucking Rock and Oprah are losers. The Hash Man is a hash god. Keep that in mind when you watch the show. I'm taking over, but I ain't taking over by stealing. I'm taking over by winning the hearts and minds of millions of people. I ain't gonna steal like the rest of the fucking scum that made it, you know? And I don't even think you made, if just because you got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which Chinese bot agency did you use to buy your subscribers from is all I scream. It just screams you bought your subscribers. That's it.
Hi, boo boo. You need your arms to eat, bro. You need your arms to eat, bro. Guys, tell her that the elbow is way more important than the toe.
So which side of your arm is...
Well, we can't get into that. I'm live. I don't want any security issues.
Here,
Babe!
I'll try something. Here.
Guys, I have to go. I have to give me a second. Cook dinner. We'll catch you soon. Gotta go. Hey, Tommy D. Wouldn't surprise me if Netanyahu is on the Epstein files. Trump will not shake Netanyahu's hand. That's how I know Trump's a good guy. Trump don't like no one. That's how I know he's a good guy. Look at the world. Look how enslaved the world is. Trump doesn't like any of them. That's why they don't like Trump. He's trying to save us. But the mob mentality has been so thick for so long. Mark Twain said, and I quote, "It's easier to fool people than it is to tell people that they've been fooled." And once you tell people they've been fooled, people hate you for telling them that their whole world was a lie. For 20, 30, 40, how old are you? 50, 60, 70 years. That's why people hate Trump. I love you. I'm such a good wife. Oh. I love laughing with my wife. It's fun. Cooking dinner. We'll catch you soon. Tommy D in the house. My man. Tommy D, I love you, bro. Stay safe. If you see any weird diddlers out there, make sure you take pictures of them. We'll post them and we'll get the GPS location of their last known whereabouts, right? Here. Guys, oh, my wife makes me laugh. Woo! My wife, she making me laugh. Oh yeah, baby. Holy snap, bro. We're sitting on a new house, baby. Oh man, I can't wait. We're gonna get a boatload of money for this place, and then basically me and my wife are just gonna live in a tent, I think. We're gonna move to Australia, live in tents, and just eat really fine food all day, every day, but just live in a tent, you know? Who needs a house? We'll live by the water, right? Gold Coast. We'll have a tent, right? And Tommy D can just bring me a frying pan full of asparagus every morning, and I'll do a wet fart sleep stream in the tent in the sun. You know what I mean? We'll be billionaires, Tommy. I got a dream and it's coming true. Yeah, I got a big dream. He's got a big dream. You guys make sure you dream big, eh? One thing they don't want you to do, I noticed these people are fucking sick. They don't want you to dream. They don't want you to have aspirations. These people are trying to make the world so sad, so you don't want to create life in it. You're like, oh no, I can't bring a kid into this. Dude, this world is epic. This world is what you make of it, right? Yeah, there's a lot of shitty people. Doesn't mean you gotta fucking hang around with them. Ugh. So we ate some greasy food yesterday, not gonna lie. It was so good, but we gotta stop, The cat's telling all the old people who are evil where to go right now. Oh, you didn't say that part. I made that part up, but they should also, grade off, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have protein shake, kombucha. I took my vitamins at 6 this morning when I got up. The wife did not. So we'll get the wife her vitamins. We're going to have one of these little snappers. These are called Little Snappers Pink Lady Organic Apples. I actually have these apples. I grow these apples in Canada. So I have an apple tree as well. Hi, Diggs. Hi, buddy. Oh, I love you. Guys, I hope you all have somebody you care about. And if you don't, I hope you're looking for somebody that you can care about, right? If any of you are having a hard time finding a chick, oh my god, this channel is fucking loaded with single chicks that are fucking horny as fuck, okay? So all you dudes gotta do is be polite, be cool, hang out with me. You probably gotta super chat me a fortune, and then these chicks are gonna say, holy shit, this dude's got a little bit of money, right? That doesn't matter, but you can pay for dinner, you know what I mean? Then you take the chick out for dinner, you get her pregnant, and away she goes. You're off to a rocky marriage, you know what I mean? Get her done, boys. So over here, I think I'm going to do some pressing today. No, apparently not. I don't have any parchment up here. So Don't let me forget. Today is a very important day. I gotta get parchment paper. I gotta get some other stuff, but parchment paper is on the list because freak do I ever need some parchment paper, bud. So we're gonna get that going. I think I'm gonna put these shoes in the front hall. I already got shoes in the front hall. I got like 19 pairs of shoes apparently. Yes, got me a shoe guy. I think I'm sitting on 3 or 4 pairs of Jordans right now. Maybe 5 pairs I gotta open. So those will last me a lifetime. Just have one same good time. You know what? So they're doing their hangout thing, the wife and the cat. I am gonna put these crackers downstairs with these crackers and these chips. We picked up a whole bag of crackers yesterday for $9, so there's some, oh shit. Holy fuck. There go the bags of crackers. I just literally dropped them down the stairs, so that's awesome. They totally can. That can happen. It just happened. All right, now we've got a couple of plates here. I'm gonna put these plates into soak. This plate is clean, so let's go like that. All right, so we're doing pink lady apples. It's summertime. It's like the second, maybe third day of summer. I don't know if you guys pay attention to that kind of thing. I don't. It doesn't really matter. You know, I'm in Winnipeg. It could snow any second. I vacuumed all the kitchen stuff there. You Karen's heard that, so that's going on right now, Karen. Now I'm putting the protein bar back. We're gonna go to the fridge where I have saved one half gallon of almond drink for just such a special occasion. Got my wife's 2 vitamins. Oh, kombucha. Fucking A. I get a kombucha today. The wife gets a kombucha. I think I had one at 4 in the morning. I don't know. I think so. I think I was slurping one at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., and 6 a.m. What time is it? Anyway, I'm a big dude. It's 1. I can have a kombucha. The wife says she never gets any of those, so let's make sure we live up to that. Hey, oh. No, she'll get a mango turmeric today, and today I'll have a pink one. I really do love the strawberry lime. How do you say lime in French? We gotta look that up right now. Because it doesn't make any sense. Lime? Is the word lime? How do you say lime in French? Strawberry is phrase, but they have lime spelt lime. Like L-I-M-E with no like apostrophe or nothing. So let's ask. Hey Google. How do you spell... No. Hey Google.
No.
How do...
No.
Hey Google. How do you say lime in French?
The most common way to say lime in French is citron vert. Citron means lemon. Vert means green. So literally, it's green lemon.
Wow! Wow! They don't even have a fucking word in French for lime. Holy shit, this is why I'm a genius. And I fucking told you. I knew all the fruits years ago in in fucking 1980. Lime never came up. So French, again, this proves to me that French is the youngest language. When speaking about English, English is far, far fucking older than French. That means
French is fake. French is dust. French is garbage. English is the powerful, true casting language. Now, is Greek better? Oh, we'll find out on the next stream, which you